Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. Pastor de Boxeo. Y'all already know, man. February 27, Dominican Republic Independence Day. Y'all already know, man. Shout out to all my Dominicano soy. Yo, let's talk about this. Let's spin the block right quick. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Y'all already know, man. The Four Kings is back on tour. The Four Kings is back on tour. You know what I'm saying? With the Fab Five. First and foremost, I want to shout out to everybody, man. Hope you're having a good start of your weekend. He said, yep, Tank will stop Shakur and Devin. Okay. We're going to be talking about this one. Let's talk about this one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gervonta Davis, Killer Instinct is activated. Gervonta Davis is going to be back in the ring. Shout out to Calvin Ford, Coach Calvin Ford, who groomed and molded Gervonta Davis. I know a lot of people been frustrated with Gervonta Davis. I know. Damn, yo, Tank ain't fighting the best, man. Tank ain't fighting this, man. Yo, you know what, man? We're going to cut to the chase. Hey, yo, forget about all these YTBC YouTube boxing content creators, their narrative, their debunk. Let's keep it real. Let's be hardcore boxing fans. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real now. Let's keep it all the way real. Forget about all your affiliations. Let's keep it all the way real. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like. Smash that like. Yeah, man. Forget about that, man. Let's keep it all the way real, man. You know why we got to keep it all the way real? Because at the end of the day, none of these guys really care about us. None of these guys really care about us. Let's be real. Let's be honest. And matter of fact, they ain't even coming to this community no more. These boxers don't even give a damn. You see them. You see these boxers going to them other streamers. They don't know nothing about the sport of boxing. You see Keyshawn Davis, even Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis. They don't come out here to YTBC and support us. Let's keep all the way real with them. Let's keep it all the way real. Whether you a fan or not, let's keep it all the way real. They all abandoned us, y'all. They abandoned us, man. For real, man. We the one that held it down. Every time I see, no lie, no hating. Shout out to all the content creators. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're outside of the sport of boxing. You feel me? We out here putting on all the work. Hey, yo, all the boxing content creators, listen to me right now. All the boxing content creators, listen to me right now. Forget about the affiliations. Forget about biasness. Let's keep it unbiased, logically, objectively. These boxers don't give a damn about this community. When it was the pandemic, when it was all of that, this is the only. Hey, yo, let me say it like this, folks. This is the only community that keeps boxing conversation. Excuse me, you already know, man. We on that golden drag, the best of the best. I'm just sitting back. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, yo, shout out to my boys, man. Rough play, man. Get your sweaters, get your gear. Also, man, y'all already know if y'all want to support the channel, become a member to the channel. Also, man, for real, man. Even cop the Punch Drunk Boxing gear, for real, man. I gotta say it because a lot of these boxing content creators don't want to say it, and not because. See, a lot of people don't want to say it because they feel like if they say it, they feel they don't want to seem like they're bitter about something. They don't want to feel like they're jealous about something. It's not about jealousy. It's not about bitterness and stuff like that. Let me tell you like this, man. The YTBC, the YouTube boxing community, is the only community that keeps boxing conversation alive. Ain't nobody talking about the sport of boxing. Ain't ESPN, no Fox, no nothing, no network talking about the sport of boxing like us. And you know what? These boxers, they go to other streamers that don't give a damn about the sport of boxing. They give them play. They give them interviews. They give them all the love. While we here each and every day talking about these mother effers. So why not keep it real with them? Y'all understand what I'm talking about? I'm just sitting back, right? I'm trying to elevate the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? As a boxing content creator, I'm trying to elevate the sport of boxing, right? But these boxers don't give a damn about us. They be going to them other streamers that don't give a damn about the sport. They give them all the love, all their time, everything. while we here putting in work each and every day, bruh. So you know what, man? Let's keep it real with these fighters, man. Let's keep it real with these fighters, man. Whether we're fans of them or not, whether we like their skills or not, it's time for all the boxing content creators in the YTBC. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's time for all of us to collab. It's all of us 10 toes down and support one another, because these boxers and the boxing industry is giving all the light, all the media credentials, all the love to these streamers that don't give a damn about a sport. We doing this work each and every day, 24/7. So no need for any boxing content creator to have any biasness to any fighter. It starts today. It starts today, ladies and gentlemen. Punch on boxing, baby. It starts today. No more love. No more love. We just gonna keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. That's what I'm saying right now. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it honest, bro. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Ain't none of these fighters overwhelming us right now. Ain't none of these fighters overwhelming us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of these fighters overwhelming us. He said, why you shouting? What you mean why I'm shouting, bro? This is boxing, bro. This is punch run boxing, baby. The fuck you mean why I'm shouting, bro? I don't know. Maybe you used to them other channels. Oh, well, we're talking about the sport of boxing. We're you know, we're going to be having an event this Saturday between two fighters. And there is, one of them have a great jab and good left hook and right hook and uppercut. It's going to be a nice exhibition because this is a gentleman's sport. Fuck out of here, bro. Why I'm shouting? Energy. This is punch drunk. Talking about why I'm shouting, bruh. What do you want me to talk like this? Do you want me to talk like Adi Oladipo from The Zone? Do you want me to talk about... Oh, what's some uppity dude? Punch, oh my God. Why are you shouting? You already know, man. Jesucristo is the one. Hell yeah, yes, sir. Motherfucker said, why you shouting, punch? Anyway, let's shout. Yo. Gervonta Davis, whether you like it or not. Pay attention. Gervonta Davis. Killer instinct is activated. Gervonta Davis, killer instinct is activated. And right now, his hunger is a nightmare for everybody. His hunger is a nightmare for everybody. You ain't missed nothing, Tom. Yo, T, you ain't missed nothing yet. And we just starting, baby. Smash that like button like if you would smash your shoulder. We just starting, baby. Whether you a fan of Gervonta Davis or not, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it honest, bro. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. He said, what's good, Goofy? El huevo mío! El huevo mío! Haters, man. Haters. You know what? You know what I noticed, bro? I never met a hater in person. Why don't I meet the haters in person? Like, I go to all these fights. Yo, folks, y'all seen me. I go to a bunch of fights. I even get tired of going to fights now. I never met a hater in person. I got so much haters, bro. I got so much haters. Do you know how many death threats I've gotten in YouTube? I never met a hater in person. I want to meet a hater, man. Can you show up? Can you show up? looking out, bro. But no. No, we want all the hate. Show all the hate. He said he's definitely gay. Oh, he's definitely gay. Do you want my number? Do you want my number, Dominic? Dominic, Dominic, do you want my number? We're talking about boxing. This guy want to talk about rainbow shit. You want Skittles? Taste the rainbows? Huh? He said, yeah, okay, bottom. Oh my God, Dominic. Dominic. Anyway, yo, let me tell you like this, man. I know. Look, let's be real. Let's be honest. Gervonta Davis, he said nose ring sells. Yes, it's shiny just for you. Yeah. Motherfuckers want to look. They don't want to talk about boxing. They want to look at my nose ring. You want to look at my nose hair too, look. I got nose hair. Hold on. I was eating some peanuts and raisin. He said Tank versus Shakur is the next big event besides Canelo and Benavidez. I'm gonna tell you like this: these dudes better separate themselves right now. Right now, they got an open window to really separate themselves significantly. Right now, they better do it right now because once Gervonta Davis activated, yo, let me tell you like this: it's almost thinking about. Put it this way: Tank versus Shakur is the next big event besides Canelo and Benavidez. Let me tell you something because I was talking about the Benavidez situation. Remember, Canelo Alvarez should have fought David Benavidez before David Benavidez got his shit together. See now, and I'm gonna correlate this thing with Gervonta Davis. Excuse me. Remember, David Benavidez, nutrition wasn't good. He wasn't taking boxing serious. He had substance abuse. He was using cocaine and everything, right? That was the time that Canelo Alvarez should have got him. See, Canelo should have learned from Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather got Canelo Alvarez before Canelo Alvarez got into his prime and peak. Let me get Canelo Alvarez right now because I don't want to Canelo Alvarez after the Triple G and those. You know what I'm saying? That type of experience. Floyd Mayweather was smart. Floyd Mayweather will fight a young fighter before they peak. That was smart from Floyd. See, Canelo Alvarez should have done that with David Benavidez. Canelo Alvarez should have fought David Benavidez before David Benavidez stepped inside the ring with the Caden Plants, with his Mizandre, with the Olisandre, with the David Morrell. That's when Canelo Alvarez should have fought. When David Benavidez was in all there, was not 100%. When he got stripped from his world title, he went. The WBC ranked him in the 175-pound division, and then Samson sent a letter to the WBC to re-rank him in the in the 168-pound division. That's what Canelo Alvarez should have fought him. When David Benavidez was not all there 100%, and Canelo Alvarez probably would have beat him. Nobody would be shaming Canelo Alvarez for David Benavidez. Thus, Gervonta Davis today. Gervonta Davis. Word have it, rumor has it, team has it, that Gervonta Davis is not going to be taking boxing serious. And us following Gervonta Davis' career, we know that he wasn't given 100%. We know Tank was not given 100% to the sport of boxing. The worst nightmare for Shakur, Haney, Teo, and anybody else that's linked to Gervonta Davis is that Gervonta Davis take this shit serious. Forget about what the fans think about Gervonta Davis. Let me tell you, let me Punch One Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, tell you. I've spoken to all these guys privately. I've done interviews with these guys. I've done interviews with Teo. I've done interviews with Shakur. I've done interviews. Well, I've spoken to Bill. I've spoken to Devin. I've spoken to Ryan. privately, and his pops, everybody. Let me tell you like this, whether y'all like it or not, all of them, regardless what the fans think, regardless the frustration that the boxing fans have with Gervonta Davis not daring to be great, all of them has said that the toughest obstacle or that guy to beat is Tank. All of them. All of them. Not one, not two, all of them. All of them. And anybody that has spoken to all these guys privately or publicly, but let's say privately, all of them have respect for Tank. All of them feel like Gervonta Davis is the guy to beat. All of them would not even disrespect Gervonta Davis' skills and talent. All these guys could accomplish anything they want. I'm going to say it again. You don't have to be a fan of Gervonta Davis. I get it. I get it. You don't have to. You feel like he's the older one that he didn't dare to be great. But Gervonta Davis wins has aged better than anybody else's wins of this generation. He said, bros is glazing Tank. Man, if you're familiar with the channel, anybody that knows Punch Run Boxing will tell you I don't even glaze Tank. You see, this is the problem with this community. If I give praise to Shakur, I'm glazing Shakur. If I give praise to Teo, I'm glazing Teo. If I give props to Devin Haney, I'm glazing Devin. If I give props to Ryan, I'm glazing Ryan. It's something wrong with this community that other people just can't see other people giving other ones props. That's what, to be honest, that's what's wrong in the Black and Latino community. We turn every credit and every praise into some gay shit. You're glazing. Why? Because I could say that Gervonta Davis could knock out all these dudes or could knock out fighters. I'm glazing. What does glazing come from? See, our community, you know what we love? We love to see other people hate other people. And that satisfies us. That's funny. Oh, hate on Tank. Oh, he got a purse. His nails. Hate on Devin. Hate on Ryan. Hate on Shakur. Hate on. And this is why in this community, a lot of people don't even want to give credit to somebody, because once you give credit, once you praise somebody, once you give credit to somebody, once you offend somebody, they turn that into some rainbow shit. Why? I want to know why in this community. Why? In any other community, I could be talking. I could be chilling with Europeans. I could go to Europe. You know what I'm saying? But in American culture, when you give credit to somebody, you're glazing. Where did this glaze come from? What does this community? If you on that dick, what that where that comes from? Where that comes from? Where that comes from? Come on, y'all. It seems like dudes be jealous when you give. Why you giving credit to Tank? Stop it, Punch. Stop it. I love you, Punch. Don't give credit to Tank. I'm jealous. Come on, man. This is boxing, bro. You could be a fan, or you could be a hater or a fan. Ain't nobody here with a boxing eye could say that Gervonta Davis ain't special. He is. He is. Shakur special too, bro. Teo is special too, but Shakur beat Teo. Devin is special too, mother effers. You know what? Keyshawn is special too. They all special, bro. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest, man. You don't got to hate everybody, bro. But all of them, they know that Tank is that guy. I can't lie to y'all. I've spoken to these guys privately and publicly, bro. All of them say the same thing. All of them say that Tank is the man to beat. And if it's not Tank, let me be really be honest. If it's not Tank, it's Shakur. I'm being honest. Yo, I know fighters within Gervonta Davis' age that they look up to Shakur Stevenson. They look up to Shakur Stevenson. And he's not even Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, Bernard Hopkins. All right, folks. If y'all familiar with the channel, Kid Austin himself on my channel said that Shakur Stevenson is his idol. Am I lying? Anybody that familiar with the channel, go check my interview. Go check my first interview with Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield. He says Shakur Stevenson is my idol. He ain't saying he's my favorite fighter. He said that Shakur is his idol. To be honest, me thinking about it, to be honest, the reason why probably that dude pulled out from the fight, he got nervous. He got nervous that he was going to step inside the ring with his idol. I've asked Kid Austin, who's your favorite fighter? And he said, Hagler, Shakur Stevenson. There's dudes this age that look up to Shakur right now. I'm dead serious. Go look at the archives. Hey, yo, Chino, am I lying? Tell him. So, shout out to my guy Teo. How many interviews that Teo had saying, I don't want to fight Shakur? Go check the Mason Cameron interview with Teofimo Lopez when they asked him, you want to face Shakur? He's like, nah, I don't want to. I don't want. Me and Jay Prince talked about it. Teo never wanted to fight Shakur. All these dudes, let me tell you like this. All these dudes respect Tank and Shakur to the highest power. It don't matter if Teo is my guy, my favorite fighter of the bunch. Keyshawn Davis won't fight Shakur. Keyshawn Davis won't fight Shakur. Keyshawn Davis was not raised with Shakur. He wasn't born with Shakur, but he won't even fight Shakur. He will put Shakur above his potential greatness. Am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying? Keyshawn Davis will put Shakur above his potential greatness. I used to say, and I said this before the fight, I said, because Shakur always gave props to Teo. Teo gave props to Shakur. They don't hate each other like people say. And I said, when the smoke clears, and I told this to Shakur and I told this to Teo, when the smoke clears, it's going to be Teo versus Shakur. I feel like Teo, when his physical ability and intellect is coexisting at the highest level, could be anybody. But the only one that has the opportunity to be, I said Shakur. But I also told Teo, you know what your legacy fight is? Tank. Go back to the archives. It's all public records. The only reason why I stopped saying Tank was because Tank kept on saying, I don't want to be great. I don't give a damn about the belts. I don't give a damn about the pound for pound. So I started, you know what? Let me take Tank off this list. Let me take Tank. But I always knew that Tank was that dude. Tank is that dude. And you know what? Tank is the only one that could be Shakur. I like Devin. I like Devin's skills and talent. I like Ryan. I like Ryan. Shout out to Henry Garcia. I used to tell Henry all the time, yo, you should be the fucking coach. Forget about hiring all these coaches. Your son is going to fight just like you taught him. Tank is the only one that has the skills, the IQ, the punching power, the athleticism to beat Shakur. Is he going to beat him? I don't know. Tank is the only one in this generation that got a killer instinct. He's the only finisher. Ryan Garcia hasn't had a knockout since what, 2022? T.O. hasn't had a TKO since 2022. Devin Haney hasn't had a TKO since 2019. As a matter of fact, as much that people want to talk about the lack of power that Shakur Stevenson got, Shakur Stevenson and Tank, out of the contemporaries, is leading in TKOs and knockouts. These are facts. Shakur Stevenson has been displaying more power than all these guys outside of Gervonta Davis. The last time that Ryan Garcia got a KO was Javier Fortuna. The last time Teofimo Lopez showcased his power and his and knockout was against Pedro Compa. And Devin Haney, shit, 2008, before the pandemic, bro. You know what? I want some damn knockouts now, bro. I'm tired of these fucking decisions. I want knockouts. I want TKO. I want to be overwhelmed. I want to see entertainment. And you know what? I miss Tank. I miss the guy. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to keep it real. I'm gonna say what a lot of these boxing content creators don't want to say because they affiliations and they don't want to rub. They don't want to rub, you know what I'm saying, their affiliations with Bill Haney, because Bill Haney is a real one that is transparent with all of us. I miss Tank. Tank is the only one that overwhelms us with entertainment. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Let's stop being fake around here. Tank is the one. Tank is the one. Ryan Garcia did good versus Mario Barrios. What Tank do to Mario Barrios? What did Rolly do to Ryan? What did Tank do to Ryan and Rolly? How did it age well? I mean, look, we could stay stuck on the Lamar Roach. Shout out to Lamar Roach. And look, if y'all look at the archives, I knew it was not going to be as easy. You know why? Because I'm a person that follow the amateurs. And Lamar Roach, it's not that Lamar Roach is good. He's not great. But once you fought somebody and know somebody since you was 11, 12 years old, and your coaches are the one that also groomed you, the same coaches that groomed Lamar Roach is the same coaches that groomed Gervonta Davis. So I knew it was going to be a tougher fight than a lot of people thought. Go look at the archives. I've interviewed Lamar Roach. I told y'all it was not going to be that easy. Go look at my work. Go look at my work when I was in the NYC press conference and look at my videos, what I was saying leading up to the fight. La cucaracha. It was not going to be that easy. It was not going to be that easy because they know each other. Once you know somebody, it's not going to be that easy. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when I say, to the people, pay attention to the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney amateur fights, where Ryan Garcia gave Devin Haney his last 8 count. And look what happened in the pros. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say this like I said yesterday on my live. I said, just because you beat somebody, that doesn't mean that you're a better fighter than them. It's almost like Ricardo Mayorga versus Forrest. Forrest is the better fighter, but Ricardo Mayorga had his number. We all know that Forrest is a better fighter, better boxer, but Ricardo Mayorga had his number. Roach is a problem. He is. But for him, because they know each other very, very well. Smash that like button, y'all. Let me see what you gotta say. We got half an hour. No super chat. Hey, no super chatty chatty patty K. I know. Let me see. No, it's 30 minutes. I know. Hey, yo, I know you got paid on a Friday. Support the channel, bro. It's on the end of the month. Support the channel, bro. Chino Martino was good, man. Let me see. Let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me see if I can see it. Timmy in the building. What's good, man? Lou Boogie NYC. What's good, bro? Busy B. What's good, man? BK in the building. What's good, my brother? Cool Breeze in the building. What's good, man? Hope you doing good, man. Hope everybody having a good the beginning of the week. Ralphie! Dímelo, mi hermano, ¿qué lo que? Febrero 27, Dominican Republic Independence Day, my friends. Chino, what's good? Will Dog in the building. The snow is so cold out here. Where you at, Will? Wild Dog, what's good? Where you at? Yo, good that we have at least 38 or 40-degree weather. All the snow was melting right now in New York City. And tomorrow's gonna be 50 degrees. So it's gonna be more snow melted. It will. Shout out to all the boxing content creators, man. TV, what's good? Rico. I got you on the first. What's good, Rico, man? G Smooth. Newark, New Jersey. He said, and I don't like Shakur. Nah, we got to give credit to Shakur, bro. Got to give a lot of credit, bro. He said that he will beat Tio mentally, and he did. He did. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's keep it real. I think that I said this in 2025 leading into 2026. I said that, 2026 is going to be a historic year. I truly, really think so. I think that 2026 is going to be better than 2023. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Usyk that he's going to be fighting the kickboxer. I think Usyk fought everybody he needed to fight. You know what I'm saying? I do want to see Usyk versus Deontay Wilder. Hopefully Deontay Wilder does beat Derek Chisora. You know, I'm an American, so I'm going for Deontay Wilder to beat Chisora. Also, shout out to the future heavyweight king, JoJo. Hopefully we have him on the channel real soon. Doing this thing out there in Bulgaria, beat the guy from Kazakhstan. Y'all don't follow the amateurs. Everybody in the chat, y'all don't follow the amateurs. Everybody in the chat, y'all don't follow the amateurs. Give me a second. Yo, what you think about JoJo Awinonia? TV, what you think about JoJo Awinonia? He's doing his thing out there, bro. Yo, man, I haven't been as so hyped for a fighter since Ben Whitaker. I haven't been so hyped for an amateur fighter since Ben Whitaker. Before Ben Whitaker, of course, I was Gleb Bakshi, my favorite middleweight. I think he's gonna be he should be a champion in the end of the year. Check out Gleb Bakshi, a Russian fighter. I think he's the best, bro. He is Terminator. Gleb Bakshi, my favorite middleweight right now. Ben Whitaker, my guy. Y'all know I've been following. I've been telling y'all about Ben Whitaker for a long time. Lou Boogie, Carlo Lopez, so the super chatty putty K. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you. He said tank problems with Roach, Cruz, avoided Tio, Haney, and Shakur. Nah, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's still time. Yo, Lou, there's still time. You know why? we always like to shit on today's fighters with the past. But think about it. Hagler fought Leonard when he was 33 years old. All these guys was fighting at the only time these fighters was fighting in their 20s was Leonard and Duran. But all these guys was fighting around this time. You see around this time that Tio and Tio and Shakur and Ryan and Devin and Ryan Tank. Yo, if you look at the history, Lou, they're fighting like back in the days. Is that we're not appreciating today. We're not appreciating today. Like as much as people give, criticism to Gervonta Tank Davis, Tank Davis fought already Ryan. He fought Ryan. Whether it was catch weight, rehydration, at the end of the day, let me tell you like this. And I humble myself with the catch weight and rehydration. If y'all notice, I rarely talk about when Tank had Ryan in that rehydration. You know why? I used to see Tank in the amateurs, and I saw certain fights in the internet, right? When I finally was next to Tank in Washington D.C. when he was about to fight Hector Luis Garcia, I said, "Yo, this dude is a midget, bro. This dude, and no disrespect, Tank is the smallest one out of all of them." And I'm gonna tell you like this: they got Tank listed as 5'6". Tank is like 5'4", 5'5". And when he's in weight, like when he's fighting at 135, yo, Tank look puny. And I'm like, I understand why he got these guys in rehydration. Yo, Tank is as small as Gary Russell. Tank, if you ever see Tank in person, you'll be like, how the hell do you got this power? I think if anybody in the chat, when you stand next to Tank and you actually see him in person, you'll be like, and if you ever stand next to Devin Haney, you ever stand next to Tio, Ryan Garcia, you will be like, aye, bro. Aye. Yo, Tank is small, bro. Tank is small, bro. Cable TV in the building with the $5 super chat. What's good? Good looking out, man. Appreciate you with the contribution. Says Tank is the face of boxing. Just notice Shakur fought Tio. Ain't no hype behind that win. I mean, there's hype behind the win because everybody got Shakur Stevenson as pound for pound top 2. You know what I'm saying? Good looking out, Timmy. Good looking out. Appreciate you, Tim. You know when I stood next to Tank and when I stood next to Canelo, I seen Triple G and I stood next to Canelo and I said, yo, I gotta give a lot of credit to Canelo. Canelo walk around weight. If you ever stand next to Canelo and Triple G walks around, you could tell like 195, maybe almost 200. Canelo is, I seen Floyd Mayweather in person. Canelo is a little smaller than Floyd. Canelo is small, bro. Canelo is 5'7", and when he's in shape, you'll be like, damn, bro, no wonder you're not knocking out all these big guys. That's sometimes it will humble you when you see these people in person. Like David Benavidez. Yo, David Benavidez is a monster. Yo, to be honest, I don't know how he make it to 168. David Benavidez is listed at 6'2". He's not 6'2". He's 6'3". If anybody was there even when he faced Demetrius Andre, yo, that dude look like Tyson Fury in person, bro. That's why he puts that right hydrate. And I get it. You know, I don't even get mad at Tank. To be honest, Terrence, I don't even get mad at Tank. If anybody ever seen Tank in person, you be like, I understand. You got these guys on catchway and rehydration. I understand. Yo, Tank is small, bro. Tank is small. Yo, you don't you look at Tank and you be like, yo, this guy's is almost a midget. Any boxing fan in the building was good. But Tank is a freak of nature, bro. Tank is a freak of nature. It's almost like Manny Pacquiao's a freak of nature. Look at the picture. Let me tell you like this. Look at the picture with Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Shakur is smaller than Devin, than Ryan. He's more like little skinnier, like natural wise than Teo. Teo is wide. Teo is short, but Teo is wide. You could tell that naturally if both of these guys walk around weight. You know, Shakur is not as small. Shakur is smaller than Keyshawn Davis, way smaller. I saw both Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson in Newark together, and anybody see them together, Keyshawn is look like he's 10 pounds, 15 pounds bigger than Shakur Stevenson. Tank is significantly smaller than Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur is the smallest one out of all these guys we're talking about. Tank, I'm talking about outside of Tank. Look at the picture. Watch. Y'all seen Tank and Shakur together. So for people that just criticizing Shakur, Tank for rehydrate, yo, this guy's small, bro. I seen him in person. I was actually shocked how small he was. I was shocked how small he was. Watch. Hold on. Where's the picture when they together? So I could see. Look at that shit, bro. Look at that. I don't give a damn, bro. Tank should have people on rehydration and catchway. This is Tank, bro. Look at Shakur. Tank is... So I'm telling y'all, folks, I think people need to pump the brakes on why Shakur had Ryan Garcia on catchway rehydration. That dude is very, very small, bro. And when I saw him in person, I said, yo, yeah, yo, I'm like, damn, I didn't even know you was that small. I know you was small, but damn, I didn't even know you was that small. Hey, my friend, somebody go. What's this? Tank always makes Shakur take the back seat. One is exciting fighter and the other is boring. But you know what? Talking about that boring shit, Shakur has more knockouts, more recent knockouts than Ryan, Teo, and Devin. DJ, what's good? Queens, New York in the building. What's good, man? Hey, yo, DJ, I was gonna go to Astoria today. I'm like, yo, man, I'm feeling, man, tired, but I know they celebrating over there. Couple of lounges and shit like that. I don't know the name. What's that? What's that bar name in Astoria that you go upstairs and you got pool tables, you got the ping pong and stuff like that. And I know across the street from it, I know they're celebrating that Febrero 27. Tank runs this boxing ish. Hey yo, the worst thing, the worst nightmare. Yeah, man, the club is popping. The worst nightmare right now is that Gervonta Davis got his hunger. Tank is the only one that could beat Shakur, in my opinion. I think that but I think that Shakur and Haney will be competitive. I think that Shakur and Ryan will be competitive. But I think the guy that has the attributes and talent to beat Shakur is Tank. Now, we could say Keyshawn, but we all know that Keyshawn's never going to fight Shakur. Keyshawn has been the overwhelming fighter right now. He's the one that's performing very, very well right now. But Keyshawn is going to limit his greatness because he don't want to fight his friend. That's unfortunate for us. Devin wants, I want to see Tio versus Devin. You know what I'm saying? If he can't lock that unification bout with Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying? Tio could fight Devin. I would like to see Devin. But if Devin says, you know what, I don't want to fight Tio because remember when Tio was on my channel, shout out to Tio, that's my guy, win, lose, or draw. I want him to win outside of the sport of boxing just as much as I want him to win inside. But as a fan, I can't want it more than him. You know what I'm saying? It was actually frustrating watching him not go all out versus Shakur Stevenson, man. You know what I'm saying? It was not like him, man. I was very, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate, man. I want Tio to really, really get his. I think I want Tio to reinvent himself. I want Tio to really. What's the word, man? I think that Tio cares too much about what people say in the sport of boxing that hates him. You know, I think my brother Tio cares about more the haters than his supporters, man. I think he did no. I think that Tio, my brother Tio, approaches boxing and dictated by the haters more than his supporters. That's what I feel. I will never pay for a plane ticket and hotel room for a Shakur fight. I have for Tank and Boots. Boots and Virgil, man, that's a good fight. But I think that Tank is calculated, bro. You could tell the difference. You could tell the level. You see how people say the levels? Look at Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Look at look at Ryan versus Mario Barrios. Look at Thurman versus Mario Barrios, and look at Tank. The thing about Tank has a level, right? Tank could box with you, but when Tank wants to turn it up, I don't think none of these guys, to be honest, I don't think none of these guys have the dog. I've seen it with Tio versus Loma in that 12th round. But of course, everything has its momentum. We can't just be looking at 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen that from Tio since the Taylor fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's 3 years ago, bro. That's two to 3 years ago. So, and of course, we could say the same thing of Gervonta Davis with Lamar Roach. But I feel like we consistently seen the dog from Tank. We know if Tank says, you know what, I don't want to box no more. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to cut the ring off and I'm going to knock you out. Tank is consistent in doing that. And it's not like Tank is stopping. It's not like Tank is not stopping tough dudes because Ryan is tough. Ryan is a tough guy. Rolly is tough. Frank Martin is tough. It's not like Tank is stopping like weak dudes that don't got pop. Like Tank is stopping guys that got pop. Tank is stopping guys. Tank stopped Frank Martin. Frank Martin got pop. Rolly got pop. Ryan got pop. He's not going in there and not taking risks with pillow punches. Tank is going out there taking risks with power punches. That's the difference. That's the difference between Tank and these guys. Tank is willing to risk it with other power punches. And he's not running away from them. He's in the middle of the ring stopping these guys. He's hunting these guys down. He hunt Frank Martindale. He stopped. And let me tell you like this about defense, right? People don't credit Gervonta Davis' defense. People don't credit Gervonta Davis' defense or his accuracy. Gervonta Davis is number 1 in the sport of boxing in power punches accuracy. Gervonta Davis doesn't waste no punches. He don't throw a lot of punches, but he doesn't waste no punches. His percentage of throwing and landing is higher than anybody. That means when he throws, he lands. When he throws, it has a purpose. It has a purpose. And the thing is about Gervonta Davis, that Gervonta Davis, we've seen Gervonta Davis perform, and the boxing fan knows he's not even giving 100%. That's the scary part about Gervonta Davis. That we know, whether you a fan or not, but if you a boxing fan, you know Tank is going half fast. Tank hasn't even given 100%. Tank, look at Tank, what he was saying leading up to the fight with Roach. He want to retire. He want to go to therapy. He don't want to box no more. He just doing it to do it, just to cash in. We seen it with Bud, right? Remember when Bomac versus Sean Porter? Bomac in the corner was like, hey, yo, you losing the fight. What did Bud do? He turned it up to another level. And we know that Sean Porter could go to certain levels. But Bud turned it up to another level that Sean Porter, at the time, was regarded one of the best conditioned boxers in the world. He turned it up to a level that the aggressive Sean Porter, highly conditioned Sean Porter, could not match. Almost the same way when Floyd Mayweather was in the corner with Gervonta Davis, and he said, you losing on an unofficial scorecard. And Tank said, what? No, I'm not. What? Tank turned it up to a level versus Mario Barrios that Ryan Garcia couldn't, that Thurman couldn't, and Manny Pacquiao couldn't. I'm telling y'all, folks, Tank got a level that none of these guys, as great as they are as boxers, they will never tap into a Gervonta Davis level. Gervonta Davis is just as good as a boxer than Haney, than Shakur, than Teo, than Keyshawn, than this. But he's just as much as a killer. And what Tank got, none of these dudes got. Outside of Keyshawn Davis, none of these guys got the killer instinct like Tank got. None of these guys could go up in that level. You ain't never going to see the Gervonta Davis run. If he turns it up, he turns it up. I'm telling you, that's the only guy that could beat Shakur. I'm convinced. I thought that Teo was the guy that could beat anybody, but if Teo mind is not right and he don't want to take over, too many lapses. And that's my guy. I'm going to rock with Teo till the wheels fall off, but I'm also going to keep it real. Teo don't got what Tank got. Teo don't got that what Tank got. Tank got gold potential. And the thing is, the other contemporaries see that. Canelo see it. Buzz see it. Spin see it. You know what it is that we have this, the boxing fans has this standard for Tank. But when you talk to a bunch of trainers, elite fighters, former fighters, Hall of Fame fighters, they all look at Tank. I'm being honest with you. Forget about that boxing content creators, bias, pick a fighter, narrative, debunk narratives, all that shit. I've spoken to enough trainers and enough fighters, present fighters and past fighters. Mike Tyson's favorite fighter is Gervonta Davis. Canelo Alvarez's favorite fighter is Gervonta Davis. Naoya Inoue's favorite fighter is Gervonta Davis. And if it wasn't for Floyd Mayweather and his, problems with Gervonta Davis business-wise, we all know who Floyd Mayweather is rocking with. Go any other gym. Tank is that guy. Tank is that guy. And there's certain boxing content creators that got their guy and they won't say what I'm saying right now. Tank is that guy. I know he's that guy. And everybody knows that he's that guy. Inoue, Canelo, Spence, they all know that Tank is that guy. They know. Charlo, they all know that Tank is that guy. Demetrius Andre, he's like, yo, Tank is that guy. They all know he's that guy. David Benavidez, they all know he's that guy. So a Tank don't even have to come out and say a lot of shit. He don't got to talk shit. Everybody knows him. He got an element that none of these guys have. The sad part about it is that Gervonta Davis is like he doesn't want it. But I already gotten people saying that, yo, Tank is coming through. He's being hungry. Yo, these fighters right now better take advantage right now. Because once Tank announces his next fight, and it's going to be a whole nother energy. It ain't going to be, I'm just here for the money. Tank is going to come with a whole different energy. The same energy that everybody been asking Tank to come out with, he's going to come with that energy. And it's going to be a nightmare for everybody. It's a nightmare for everybody. I should have got Tank a long time ago. Tank is now hungry, bro. Tank is now hungry. It's a whole different type of level right now. It's a whole different type of level right now. And all these fighters is on notice right now. He said he lost his hunger. Nah, he ain't lost his hunger. He got his hunger right now. Tank is just going through outside shit, women issues, legal issues. He's already a target. Tank don't want the fame like that. You could tell. Tank don't be on social media. Tank don't want none of that. And he knows the more that he wins and the more he's out there, he wants. Tank, think about it. Tank is saying, yo, I want therapy, bro. I want therapy. I want to be a better man. I want to be a better father. You got to commend that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Rough play, my bro. My brother's rough play from Yonkers, bro. Get your shit, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell him I'm about to I'm about to promote his shit. Punch, you think T.O. wants fans to love him so much, and when they hate on him, it affects his performance. Man, I don't know, man. To be honest, Lou, man, T.O. really need to T.O. needs to rethink about what's his purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because that Shakur, Madison Square Garden, that was his moment right there. He felt like he didn't want it. He really has to really do his soul searching. That's all I could say. As much as T.O. said in the interview with Ring that his father needs to, shout out to Teofimo Lopez Sr. That's my guy. That's T.O. Sr. is my guy, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. T.O. Sr., I don't care, and everybody knows that he got his issues here and there, but T.O. Sr. is the realest dude I ever met in boxing. Con todo su vicio, Sr., what you see is what you get. And if anybody here in the chat ever chills with Sr., you will be like, you won't judge him the way that people judge him. You know what I'm saying? I seen Tio Senior in camp, how he trains. He's a trainer. He knows he knows what he's doing. He know what he's talking about. And I always tell Senior, yo, I gotta do a video while you training in training camp. So these people in YouTube and all these understand that you official. Yo, Senior's not. Yo, Senior is smart, bro. He's not a dumb dude. I'm telling you, bro, he does his film study. He spent hours doing film study. I know it. I remember I went to one training camp with Senior, and Senior was on Tio. You got to do this, and giving him instructions and stuff like that. And after the sparring, right? And Tio was sparring a super middleweight, almost a light heavyweight. And they was working on going to the body. And his father was giving him instructions and stuff like that. And I think the sixth round came out, and Tio Senior said, "All right, like we done." And Tio, nah. I want to spar. We're going another round, because he wanted to get it right. And then and that shit was like what 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning that Teofimo Lopez finished sparring. It was like from 11 to like 2. And once he finished, right? Tio, he was like, yo, that's the problem, man. I gotta listen to my dad, bro. That's the issue. I stopped listening to my father. I gotta listen to my father. I was there, and that's what it is. A lot of people just gonna have them the zone clips in between rounds. I've been in training camp with these guys, bro. So I know how good Tio Senior is, bro. They didn't make it this far because Tio Senior is a dummy. Let's not forget what Teofimo Lopez, Tio have accomplished. Low Nose Boxing in the building. Was good. Good looking out with the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Say, yo, if Tio don't want it, he should retire before it becomes a gatekeeper. I see you seen the light regarding Tank. I've been said focus. Tank beats them all. No, I know. My brother, Low Nose Boxing always said that. And it's true, bro. It's true. It's true. A hungry Gervonta Davis. He's the goods, man. I know that for sure. He said double tap the screen. That's what I'm talking about, D. What's good, man? I can't wait till Tank comes back, bro. Because to be honest, man, as a boxing fan, I'm getting tired of these decisions, man. I want to see some highlights. I want to see some. And Tank brings something that these other guys just can't bring. Let's be real, let's be honest, man. I miss Tank, bro. Hey, yo, Tank, come back soon, bro. We miss you out here, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody say, man. I miss Tank, man. Tank got that element that none of these guys could bring. You know, all these guys can have great victories, historic victories. Shakur, 4 division world champion. Devin Haney, 3 division world champion. Tio, 2 division lineal champion. Ryan Garcia just beat Mario Barrios. Guys knocked down first round. Tank brings another element, bro, that is missing in the sport of boxing in this generation. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. He brings that type of element as well. But Tank has been consistent. And it's almost like when people was like, yo, Floyd is boring, Money May is boring. If all these dudes want to fight like Money May, I'd rather see the originator, man. That's why I'm happy about this Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. You know why? Because none of these dudes is overwhelming me, bro, as a boxing fan. I'm cool with that. I'm glad that Floyd Mayweather is back. I'm glad that Floyd Mayweather is back. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that Floyd Mayweather is back. Because none of these guys is overwhelming. They not even doing better than Money May. They not even on the pretty boy phase. What's good, Con? Tank is the most complete fighter out the group. He can box, defense, power, can cut the ring off, grenade chin, and he got a chin too. Facts. Good looking out, man. Appreciate that, man. Best B in the world, bro. But anyway, man, you definitely got a chin. I can't wait to see Jamel Charlo back, man. I want to see Jamel Charlo, man. Who should Jamel Charlo fight next at 154? You already know that's my favorite division. Earl Spence probably going to be back versus Tim Tszyu. I got Thurman beating Fundora. I got Thurman shocking the world, bro. I think that Haney got heart, bro. Haney, we seen Haney how he kept getting up from Ryan Garcia. He got heart, bro. Haney got heart. Xander Zayas, man, the number one or the number two guy in the 154. I look, the best fight is Boots versus Virgil, but I'm not gonna put Xander Zayas second fiddle to nobody. He's the unified champion. Shout out to Xander Zayas. He's the number one guy at 154 right now. With all due respect, we have to respect the belts and the accomplishments. If we don't respect Xander Zayas as number one, then we telling the other people, that the other youth that's coming up in the ranks, that being a champion is nothing. So with respect, we gotta hold Xander Zayas, Fundura, and Josh Kelly as the guys. Now we want to talk about the best fight, and I think that Virgil Ortiz does got the better resume. But if we're going to start putting Boots and Virgil over the champions, then we're the problem also, because now we're telling that being a champion and it's nothing, and we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Let them casuals do that, but us hardcore boxing fans, we have to hold the champions in the higher standard. Hold my hand, Chocolate Thunder. Yep. So shout out to Xander Zayas. He's the number one or number two right now. Number one, Josh Kelly got the biggest win out of all of them. Josh Kelly got the biggest win because Bakram was the boogeyman. He got the biggest win at 154. I think that Virgil Ortiz got a great win versus Majimov because how Majimov performed versus Bud Crawford. But the biggest win is Josh Kelly. The biggest win is Josh Kelly. But anyway, man, we back at it tomorrow, man. We back at it tomorrow. He said, "Low, I got Xander beating Virgil. It'll be a good fight." Xander's eyes looking like a man child right now, bro. He's getting bigger, getting stronger. But I want to see some knockouts. I want to see some TKO. I want to see somebody separate themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with champions being champions, becoming champions, historic accomplishment. But what's lacking in this generation right now is is performance, is overwhelming, everlasting, performances. You know what I'm saying? All these guys is winning championships, but where's the performances, man? Where's the performance that is gonna last a lifetime? Where's those what was the Bud Crawford, Earl Spence type of performances? We're not getting it. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting it, and that's the bad. Look, Ryan Garcia became a champion. Decision versus Mario Barrios. Teofimo Lopez became a champion. Vasily Lomachenko and Josh Taylor, decision. Devin Haney became an undisputed with George Cambosa, decision. You know what I'm saying? We're not watching perform. The accomplishment is not matching the overwhelming performance. But anyway, man, tomorrow we back at it. Y'all already know it's Punch Roll Boxing. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.